Hello? Hello there? Hey, 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 hey. Hi, 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 hi. How do I sound? How do I look? Tin can, huh? Well, that looked like it clipped. Am I invincible? Wish I was. Nice, Siva. Perfect, just like I planned it. Just like I planned it. Ah, well. I fucked up in terms of what I packed. I don't know what I was thinking. I forgot that the Steam Deck in gaming mode will not show me the screen if I'm trying to output the HDMI, which is very annoying. You know? It captures just fine, despite the shit-ass laptop. But I would really need another screen. I can't play in the preview, so that's just not going to fly. There's a way of doing it. It's fucking annoying. Which is to switch to desktop mode, and then basically you have like KDE. You have basically a desktop. You can set your displays and stuff. But I don't feel like it. The internet here is not the worst it could be. So there's that. Yeah, these big 210s. Everybody's pulling out their 210s and waving them around. No Sunday Gun Day. No. My laptop is not up to the task. My mobile setup is not up to the task. So, alternatively, I could play on the laptop Kentucky Route Zero, but then I don't have chat anywhere. Once again, could go to desktop mode on the Steam Deck and pull up chat on there. Just don't feel like it. Could do it on the phone, I suppose. Gaming mode does indeed output when you're outputting over HDMI through the dock, it shuts off the screen. But I already explained that and also floated out there that I knew that if I went to desktop mode, I could control that myself, but that I didn't feel like it, just so that no one would try to help me. You know, I'm kind of wiped if I'm being real here. I'm just trying to get out of work. That said, I am going to try to get it figured out and going when I have more of a moment. Because I would also like to do some gaming with Nakomi while we're here. And that means I am going to need to figure out how to capture the damn deck. But yeah, we made it to our Airbnb. We are here. It's nice. It's fine. It's good. Nice little house. It's cute. It's got a sunroom. It's got a nice yard for the doggies. That was really lovely to see them outside enjoying themselves today. Yep. Do you know why the music sounds like this? Because everyone in Lavender Town is dead. It wasn't a riddle. They're dead. It's a ghost town. You know what would have also solved my fucking problem is I didn't bring an extra HDMI cable. Because what I could do is pass through the capture device to a screen. And that would have been lovely, but sadly I did not bring two HDMI cables, only one. I would have to go get an HDMI cable, which I could do. To be honest, that would probably be the most palatable fix for this rather than... Because the alternative of making the screen stay on the Steam Deck, it's kind of a small screen to play on, for being honest. I brought most of the correct cables. I just forgot to bring a second HDMI cable for whatever reason. I guess I just didn't think I was going to need it. But yeah, most of today was making sure we were all packed up. Obviously, I failed. um, driving on over, picking up groceries and treats, and then kind of unwinding for a bit. We hit up Lush and got a bunch of bath bombs. And Lush right now has a Mario Galaxy movie crossover thing. So they have this huge bath bomb that is a Yoshi egg. They also have the star, what is it, Luma, as a bath bomb. And then they have this shower gel. It's a Super Mario Galaxy shower gel. And it's an aloe body wash thing. Smells really nice. It's sparkly. I don't know if it has anything inside of it. I didn't use that one yet. No, it's not slimy. Oh, I didn't know that it was a mystery box. A Bath Nova, yeah. I'm so tired, folks. It's crazy. My favorite part of today was watching the pups run around in the yard, I think. It feels like a preview. The place we're staying in is pretty similar in size and design to the places that we're looking to rent. This place is probably a shade nicer than the places that we're probably looking at to rent, though, I will say. Strut a mud. Oh, it has Mario themed soaps inside. Nice. That's cool. And a mystery color of suds. Awesome. Yeah, everything is gambling now. If we don't have regular TV, we don't have like cable, so we don't ever see commercials. My God, the state of commercials now is insane. I couldn't believe what I was seeing on the television earlier. There was basically, it was advertising a gambling app because nothing matters anymore and everything is shit. And it was the most insane. First of all, it was a 3-split thing. Like on either side of the screen was like sort of crazy text and screenshots of the app that were just stationary. And then in the middle, there was this AI generated video of two guys who were dressed in biking gear, like bicycling gear, bicycle helmet, both of them. And one of the guys was saying like, man, I need money. and then he goes, oh man, I just won $600 on this. And then the other is like, No way. How does this happen? And then it just goes into like the phone, the camera turns to look at the phone, and then it just shows the app. And the app it's just a slot machine from a casino. It's just a slot machine from a casino. I I just don't know what to say, you know? It's weird. It's weird how, in the past like decade or so, I guess all the pieces fell into place for people to kind of dismantle everything and just like whatever, nothing matters. Good night, Em. When I was looking at it, what was going through my head was, I think all advertising should be illegal. All of it. I don't think advertising should be allowed at all anymore. I think it should be 100% illegal. That's the authoritarian dystopia that I would create. Agraded. Agraded. I just don't even know, man. I'm tired of sounding like the oldest person on earth. Back in my day, when they put commercials on the television, why, they just showed a nice lady doing housework because we weren't enlightened enough yet. Whatever. Just that's how I feel all the time, except for everything is genuinely awful. It's not like just an old person being a dumb piece of shit about something that doesn't matter. It's like everything actually is getting really bad. Really, really, really fast. I mean, you have to basically run from ads. And I only ever see stuff this bad whenever I am in a place like this, right? Because like I also haven't bought a new TV in a long, long time. Because we're not really TV people that much. So like for another instance, I'm not that acquainted with the way that all TVs are ad billboards now. You don't get to just have a TV anymore. You turn on this TV in this place, it's hard to even tell how you watch something because the whole screen is like 100 ads at the same time, all going at once. And I'm just like, is this a television? Where's the part where you watch stuff that isn't an ad? How is that? This is why I was immediately like, ads illegal now. Advertisements illegal now. If I buy a television and that's what it looks like, I'm smashing it immediately. And I know that's a waste of my own money, but then I'm going to go to the corporate headquarters and I'm going to kick and punch people until they give me my money back. Because that's not what I buy television for. I don't want it. I don't want anything that I buy to ever fucking advertise to me. Ever. 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 That shit should be fucking illegal. If you buy a device, it should not be able to advertise to you. Period. 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 That's different from going on some service with the device and that advertising to you, like YouTube or whatever, blah, blah. That's their platform. Fucking whatever. But if I have the choice to not go to YouTube, you know what I mean? But if it's my device, now where that gets a little fucking gray is when we start talking about operating systems, right? Because like Windows is notorious now in terms of like, if you install Windows on your computer, it's their computer now. You know what I mean? Like, fucking, I don't know. Samsung's one of the worst. The TV here is an LG TV, just so everybody knows. Don't buy an LG TV because You remember the $1 million homepage where people paid for like a certain amount of pixels? That's what it looks like when you turn on an LG TV. It's just carved up, you know? It feels like looking at Times Square at night. Don't buy Samsung either, yep. Well, that's the thing though, is that they're not, it's not like you turn on the TV and they're advertising the TV to you, Sith. They're making money. That's the thing. They don't make money off of the television anymore. They make the money off of selling ads and selling your data and so on and so forth. The TVs are just, they're almost like they're practically worthless. Yeah, no way to just say no. Dark patterns, all of that shit that's impossible to cancel. I mean, unfortunately, we got rid of all the fucking departments that gave a shit about that stuff and protected us from that stuff or tried to protect us from that stuff. So the fact that there's anything that still like doesn't do that is just sort of like because they haven't updated it yet. Yeah, basically you have to just never let the TV go online. But I mean, it shouldn't have that shit. It just should. It should be because like the TVs don't even have good features and so forth. Like I'd rather just pay more money for a television that doesn't have all that shit and has all the features I need. The end. Over data collection, yeah, I'm sure. I'm in the midst of exploring getting like improving our TV setup situation because like for us our setup is that obviously we have the server and then we use Google TV devices to view the content, right? But the Google TVs have enshittified very badly of late as well. They're trying really hard to shove Gemini in our face. They really want us to use their fucking AI. I really don't fucking want to fucking use their fucking AI. Um, the performance and behavior of it is bad, and that made me start going like, do we have a good alternative to this? Is there an open source this? You know, I just want a good television interface designed for remotes. I guess LibreElec and Kodi, but I don't think it's that great, unfortunately. NVIDIA Shield, I don't think is much better because it's Android underneath, and so it's like I think you get both the Google and the NVIDIA telemetry, data scraping, fucking everything. So really, you're not doing much better if you're on there. And granted, I mean, I think most people are probably like, well, I don't care if they know what I watch. But the thing is like this. All of this contributes to the digital drawing they're making of you. You know, it's not just what you watch, but what time you do it and where you're doing it from, and then they have the microphones that are always listening to you, and like it's just like we got to get away from all this shit, man. We got to get yeah. Just give me a dumb TV and then a TV interface thing it should be like so fucking just simple, you know. It doesn't need to be much. It just needs to be able to get you to your media. Google a new fucking TV. What's frustrating is knowing how like close we are or how not that hard it is to get people into a setup where you have total control over all your shit. It's honestly doable. Um, Actually, for this trip, I managed to get something together that I am over the moon about, which is that we have a connection, an external connection to the server that's basically a private tunnel, which means we are able to connect to our network stuff like we're at home. And it's fucking massively game changing because previously it was always like, well, when we go, we don't have any of our shit, and we're just living with that. But I have fixed that, and it's so fucking fantastic. It's so fucking nice knowing that this is all my shit. I'm not None of this is going on anybody's fucking cloud. So it makes me happy, at least. I just wish that it was more accessible to people. I wish it was something that people could get on. I wish it was the default thing that we did with regards to like setting up devices for people. You know what I mean? I wish they came this way. I wish there was more of an emphasis on you keeping everything in your own house rather than on the cloud. I don't know that it even. I don't think it needs. I don't think we need to educate people necessarily. I think it's just that it's so close to being something where it's so no-brainer that we don't need to educate people. You know what I mean? That's what's frustrating. It's quite close to that. There's so much stuff that makes it so much easier than it used to be back in the day. The setup that I'm using is pretty cool. It's not necessarily the ideal thing. It's actually not a VPN, if um, no, I don't think I am True Geek. Because what I mean is, when I said that, like, I don't think people need to be educated on it, what I mean is, like, that it's so close to being no brainer. I literally meant, like, no brain. Like, they don't need to know. Like, this stuff is, like, it's quite close to being that convenient that they won't necessarily need to know anything to do this shit. Well, so you know me, if and basically the thing is, I always want to try to do everything as as much myself as possible because I don't want to entangle myself with any more services or systems or whatever else. However, I did entangle myself to do this, and actually not Tailscale. What I am using is TwinGate, and it's pretty cool because basically all that you have to do is install a connector anywhere that you want to be connected, and then you connect them all together on a network. Now, of course, TwinGate is the glue there. Yeah, give it a look. I'm currently using it for free because I have a pretty small use case. Now, I don't love involving a third party, but this was kind of an experiment. I'll probably change it up, or I'll see. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about TwinGate yet, but it was amazingly simple to make it work, and it felt fucking awesome. Like every little thing that made possible. For instance, for the drive over where we are, the fact that I was able to load up my audio bookshelf app and it was connecting back to my server and loading everything up, and I had that in my Android Auto in the car, and I was able to play podcasts no problem, just fine. That felt amazing. I was just really, really happy with that. And what I love about that setup is that one of the issues that we had with our podcast at home was that we had independent, like we both had our own separate, like Apple podcast subscription or Patreon for the extra episode subscription or Spotify. And it was fucking irritating. And basically we consolidated it all down where we got all of our, we're paying one thing to everybody's Patreon. I have all of that plugged into Audio Bookshelf on my server, and Audio Bookshelf is automatically archiving all of the podcasts as well, which I love. All of the podcasts are backed up on the server. So whatever happens, I'm going to have those. We actually do surprisingly a lot of back listening to old podcasts. There's certain ones that we really enjoy. But I just love this fucking system. I fucking love it. I'm saying it. It's Audio Bookshelf. All one word. Yeah, I often return to Blowback. I don't know how it compares security-wise, IFA, but maybe take a peek at Twingate. I'd be curious for someone else's opinion, because Twingate was stupid simple. And it makes like a lot of sense to me, because basically it's just, private keys, access keys type setup, and you're basically just you're gatekeeping network access via installation of connectors. One thing I didn't love is that the only type of sign-on that you could have was service provider based, so like Google or Microsoft or GitHub or LinkedIn, which I'm not a fan of that shit. I don't like entangling with those other fucking services. I like everything to be as separate as it can be. I mean, what it says about your mental health is that it is perfectly humming. It's like a tuning fork. That's what your mental health is like. Yeah, those of you who try it out, let me know, or just check it out. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a cryptographer, so I don't know, like, how secure the whole setup is.
Is Penny running up and down the stairs?
No, hanging out with me. Why?
But it sounds like there's rumbling, like somebody's right up and downstairs.
Oh, maybe she went down once or twice. I'm not sure. I don't think so.
That looks like a fucked up chair.
It is. I stole that table to put the light on over here, and that was how the things were arranged, so we need to restore that over in that corner.
I don't think they're going to be that particular about it.
Yeah, I know. I just want to be a good little tenant.
Yeah. Hi, baby. Did you see my chats?
No, because I haven't been looking at anything other than chat on my stream.
I bought tickets for the cruise.
We're locked in?
Yep. And then the first house that we're seeing tomorrow is very similar to this one. Like, except for the sunroom.
Okay.
If you compare them room by room, it's very close.
Okay, sick. Looking forward to that then.
Yep.
Thank you, baby.
Mm-hmm.
She has locked in. Yeah. We have our tickets for the NL cruise. We're doing a dinner cruise, so not a real cruise. I would never go on a real cruise. I would rather die of the hantavirus. Yeah, so we're just going. We're gonna go out on the lake and have dinner on the lake, Lake Erie. uh, do you work from home, if that? And if so, why would they be displeased? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I didn't. I didn't think about that. Sorry. Huh. Interesting. I'm fortunate in that my work doesn't give a shit about anything with regards to that stuff. Oh wow. Well, anyway, whatever the case, it feels incredible to have access to our stuff outside. I need to do it in a more refined way, and probably a little bit more of a lockdown way. But nevertheless, it's absolutely so great. It was kind of the missing piece because, like I said previously, it was always like we have these cool apps when we're at home. We have all of our media when we're at home. Uh, no longer the case. Now we have it all. So that pleases me very much. This whole journey of getting all that shit going and set up and all that has been very nourishing for my soul. I can watch Deep Star Six again. I love to watch Deep Star Six over and over. Nothing happened, Punkster. I thought I was going to be able to be set up a certain way, and I was going to play Kentucky Route Zero, and then that turned out to not be the case. And I still had all my shit set up from last time I used this setup was Christmas, and so here we are. Yeah, woke Santa. Thanks to the left. Yada yada. But that's just leftover, and I put it up or left it up because I thought it was funny. Well, we're not moving yet. Right now, we're on vacation for our 10th anniversary of marriage. But while we are here, we are going to look at some of the places that we might rent. And thank you, Grinder. Hell yeah, Epio. Soon, I will also live there. Jolly old Saint Dick. Yeah. When we move to Cleveland, I'm going to tell everybody that we moved there because we heard the Cleveland Rock song. Ah. Oh yeah, I forgot he was hosting The Price is Right now. That's weird. I guess somebody had to do it. Oh no. Oh no. I wonder if I could host The Price is Right. That is unfortunate, Grinder. It has bugged me for years as well. Right. Right. I have to do that. I have to do that. I have to make sure to do that. It's gonna be tough because I don't have it installed. I've got to get a new laptop. I really honestly I want the Framework 13 Pro, I think. But I had a lot of other financial shit I have to take care of before I can get a laptop. It's just how it is. Nope. Still haven't done Sunlight Moonlight. I'll look at it when I get a chance to look at it. Nitro V. I'm not familiar. I'll have to take a look. I will have to take a look. God, sorry. A lot of why have been quiet for a few here. I was installing Twingate on my laptop, and I just got that all done. And then I pulled up, Plex like I'm at home, and I'm just so happy with it. So great. uh, oh, that's very pleasing. Yep. Just clicking, clicking, clicking. I probably. I was gonna say I probably ought to go. Naomi sent me a picture, and she said Chew found Chew-sized pillow, and that is exactly what happened. There's a picture of Chew. He's on top of a pillow on the couch, and he looks like he's doing 1,000-yard stare, and it is no bigger than him. Very good. He's remembering the war. Yeah. And I will have to look into Tailscale. I need to compare and contrast the different approaches for this. Personally, my biggest concern would be like I want it to be secure. Whatever it is, as long as it's secure, I don't want any exposure. Okay. I'm a very tired guy. I think I'm going to go. But I will try to figure out a better streaming arrangement for tomorrow before I go live. All right. That's the game plan. And the stuff I'll be playing is going to either be Kentucky Route Zero or we might do more in sync because Nicole and I both have that installed on our Steam Decks. So we shall see. What? Stav is in. That's crazy. I'm going to check that out, Dave. Thank you. Acer Nitro 16. Got it. I will give that a look as well. Thank you, Grid. Folks, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you, as always. And I will see you next stream.